Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today, my name is Amon, and today I would be doing an HG, yeah. This is sped up and edited, and sometimes it gets slowed down when I'm PvPing or something. Clip and video, and yeah, I start off by finding this thing. Totally didn't find it pre-game. I swear, I joined this with like 15 seconds left. Did get Urgal and hoped for the best. I think I found a swamp, but I guess I got the wrong course to that. But I ran into, I think it was at like negative 400, 400 or something. Negative 400, negative 400, I think. But I found jungle temple first, so I did that. And then I start to organize my inventory, and yeah, we got a pre-game going, and then I run into this kid, and he puts up a pretty good fight. Say it was pretty close. I didn't mess up on any soups or anything, so that's good, because sometimes I do that. It was a good fight, kid. Totally easy. ZE Engineers. Good fight. Good fight, dude. So, and then I organize my inventory a bit and do that kind of thing. And yeah, run along like a little boy. And nothing much happens between then and now, but yeah, I run through the swamp, collect some more cocoa beans, organize my inventory and that kind of stuff, and then I ended up getting like a stack and a half of cocoa beans. And then finally I ran into this really great mini feast. Unfortunately, there's no present for me. I like presents. Maybe I got coal because I was a bad boy. I don't know. Like Bad Boy Halo. Bad references. Whatever. But there wasn't a present, but there was some diamonds, which ended up helping me a lot in the game. Then I started to get some. I was about to make some stuff with my diamonds, and then I got jumped, but I owned their faces. And again, they didn't have any soup, so that's definitely a big factor in just about any fight. Yeah, I was looking around to see if they had any good stuff. Then finally I made my diamond sword and my diamond, boots. See if there's anything of value. I saw the iron, but then it didn't look like much, so I don't know. Organized my inventory even some more, made myself some diamond boots because they have higher durability, and I think the protection value is the same. Correct me if I'm wrong. And they take less. I probably should have made. I should have made boots. Guess seeing on what happened later on in the game. And then I decided, maybe it's a lot of iron. Time to check, and it only ended up. Maybe I should. If it's a lot of iron, then I'll smelt it. It only ended up being 2, as you might have seen there. I sped it up a bit much there, but whatever. Then I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm running around in circles. I don't know why. But I'm like, alright, found this Jack dude. I want to get to this because I know that the feast is coming soon. So I'm going to get to the chords. And there was some talk about a tower team in chat. So maybe I could go and take them down, maybe. I don't know. I didn't know what I was thinking, but like, into that little thing, saw an Enderman. Then I'm like, that tower team that they were talking about, there it is right there. Looked like 3 or 4 people up there, and they all shift them. And then the feast spawned, and that was really great. Totally. I'm gonna do this in one take, so if I like mess anything up, then whatever. Then I see that dude right there. He's building out. And I'm like, maybe he could possibly be something good, like a stomper. he could be a stomper, so I was really cautious of that. I mean, I've only been killed by stomper like twice, and then HG maybe a little more. I don't know. I don't really keep track that much, but I like to be really cautious. And then I see this guy, and this guy puts up pretty good fight. I'm like, oh my gosh, he has full iron. May as well use. This could be my last fight. May as well use a strength potion. And he's like, he thinks he might get me with lava, but I'm good with dodging lava like that, like boss, right? Yeah, totally. And then it turns out he's a pyro, so he ends up throwing his fireballs at me, but I hit one of them and it backfires on him. One of them does successfully hit me, and then I take him out. Yeah, like boss, totally. And then I organize my inventory a bit, speed this up. Get the iron leggings and chest plate, and I got an arc. That's arc up there that I realize, and then Jack asked me for a team, and he's like, "You can have the win." I'm like, "Sure, why not? I'm recording this. Why not? I like teaming, kind of. I don't know. It's all right. I like Skype teaming, but it was a good team. I didn't Skype him about it. But yeah, dude, you were a good team member. I've to say, I liked you. You were a good. You're a good friend with that kind of stuff. Not that that makes any sense, but whatever. And then I got a strength too, which helps me out a lot later on in the game. Probably what helps me win it, but whatever. And Ark's like, well, it's gonna be hard to take you guys out. I was like, oh, and yeah, and it was a good feast. It was a pretty good feast. I don't know about it. It was okay. But and then I decide that I'm gonna get some lava. I'm gonna ask him what kid he is. He doesn't really answer, but then he starts shooting them and he runs off. And then I decide to make the feast blow. Slow motion blow. I don't know. That was really unpro of me. That was really unprofessional of me to do that, but whatever. First video that I've actually legitly edited to make it look half decent, which is, I don't know. It was a pretty it was like the first video that I've ever done that has. This is my first video that I've actually had to take time to edit, which is probably a good thing. I might do that in the future. Now I know how to use iMovie a little bit better. This took me a little while, and this took me a little while to edit. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me, have feedback about this. Then I give him some arrows, and Narc's like, go kill someone else. And then he's like, I'm gonna tower and attack him, and I slow this down because he gets a really good shot on him. You'll see right here. Ready? You have to look really closely. Just be ready to watch this pro shot of epicness. You'll see the arrow fly by and hit him straight in the face with a headshot. Ready? Ready? See the arrow? Oh, you might have to play that back again, but that was a pretty good shot by Jack. And then I realized he's a phantom, and I'm an Urgal. I don't know if I told you guys I'm an Urgal or not. I don't know, but yeah. And then I'm like, yeah, this has been a pretty good game. Might upload this nonetheless. But Jack, you've been a really great team member. You never you never betrayed me. You're a really great team member. I've had a lot of people betray me in Hunger Games when I've asked for a team. So I'm really skeptical of getting a team. Um, but he ended up being a great person. And he subbed to me on YouTube. Thanks for the sub, dude. Um, um, I'm really happy about that. Saying too much, aren't I? But whatever. I'm doing this in one take. And whatever. And we find this tower team, which is cool. And like we have a snowball fight. Not that we can hit him. And he's asking me for a feather. But I don't have a feather. And I'm like, YOLO, diamond shovel. I need some. And then I don't really catch it on camera, but this guy jumps down and I see him out of the corner of my eyes, and I'm like, guy, let's go after him. And Jack hits him down with, he was a stomper. Jack hits him down with snowballs, so that was really good. And he jumps in there. I'm like, yeah, let's bomb this dude. But he runs away, of course. And I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know why we're trying to have a snowball fight, but whatever. And he phantoms down. I put this in slow motion, and he pones his face. Yeah, he did pretty good with that. um, yeah, I'm tired, but whatever. Yeah, totally. Great job on that kill. And then we come back to the tower, and there's 3 people left. That was the 4th guy. He got 4th place there, and then I don't really notice this person until like later on, and then I realized that he's up there, and I always tend to look back up to see what kit they are. Like if you see their name, then what you should probably always do is go back to see if they've killed anyone or how many people they've killed, what weapon they have, and what kit they are. That's usually a good thing to check in general before you go and decide to go all out on someone or decide like oh my gosh, can't be a stomper, and then if it turns out to be a stomper, then you're screwed. You should always try to look back and see if that person's killed anyone, if they think they're deadly, or if they've done anything bad, or I don't know, but I don't know. That person he tends to camp up there, and it's like just out of reach um to hit her with a snowball. Not that it would probably. And Jack's never used an ender pearl before, so I'm giving him advice about how to do that. You can read that up. You can read that right there, and he decides. I think he's getting blocks to tower and maybe phantom, probably. But then I don't know what happened here, but you can see I just slowed it down. You can see the items. I didn't see the person, but I saw the items fall. You can see up there. But yep. The maybe it was a good thing that that person wasn't a stomper, or else Jack would be long gone, unfortunately. Yep, maybe that person thought he was a stomper, but he wasn't. But it's just me and him now, so now at this point I would have definitely uploaded it, even if he came and killed me. Probably would have started raging, but whatever. And I'm like, should I just let him get? Should I just tell him to go kill himself because I know that he would do that if I really asked him to? But I decided I'll give him a chance, even though it's probably not a chance since I'm gonna be a jerk and use a strength 2 potion. I feel a little guilty about that still. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. But so yeah, good. Then we're jumping around and he asked me for my YouTube channel. Yep. And he's like, "Oh, sub," and I'm like, "Yay, subscribers!" And I get blocked for spamming. And I checked if it works, and it does. Yay, great, excellent. And I'm like, and I tell him, "Can you hear this? Because it says that I got blocked for spamming by saying that you can't." They have a pretty MC PvP is pretty great. HG is pretty great. I'll have a link to Jack's channel in the description. In the description, even though he's like one video and it's like a Smash hacker, but whatever. And I'm like, can we not refill? Because I'm horrible at refilling, but. And then he comes at me, and I slow it down, and I feel a little. I kind of feel guilty about that strength potion. I'm kind of surprised it didn't get taken out faster, but you did a really good job in that fight, considering I had a strength 2 potion. And then I kill. And then I kill you. Good fight, dude. And you go. I noticed that you went to try to phantom away, but I got you. Good fight, dude. Good fight. Thanks for the epic gameplay, and I appreciate your team. And see you next time with another Minecraft video. And goodbye. Bye. See you next time. Bye.